All right, if you're even thinking about buying a home in Indianapolis in 2026, then this is for you. We're breaking down Cara Conde's complete playbook to give you a serious strategic advantage.
So if that's you, you already know this market is fast, it's competitive, and to have any chance of winning, you absolutely need a game plan. So let's build one for you right here, right now. Let's start with the big number that's on everyone's mind. $315,000. That's the current median price for a home in the Indy metro area. This one number really sets the stage for everything else we're about to get into.
And this number? 24. What's that? Well, that's the average number of days a home sits on the market. We're talking just over 3 weeks. This is not a sleep-on-it kind of market. It just shows you how quickly you have to be ready to move.
Okay, here's how we're going to break it all down for you. First, we'll get a snapshot of the 2026 market. Then, we'll crack the code on what you can actually afford. We'll pinpoint the 9 best neighborhoods to look in, show you exactly how to win the home you want, and then wrap it all up with a playbook summary.
Okay, let's dive right in. Part 1, Indy's 2026 Market Snapshot. Before you can win the game, you've got to understand the field you're playing on.
What we're seeing right now is this really interesting tug of war. On one side, prices are still going up, right? Almost 7% in the last year. But, and this is a big but, the number of homes for sale is the highest it's been in years. So with just under 3 months of inventory, sellers technically still have the upper hand. But buyers, you have way more choices than you've had in a long, long time. And that tension, that's the key to understanding 2026.
Okay, on to the big one, cracking the affordability code. I mean, it's great to know what the market's doing, but figuring out if you can afford a home, that's the real challenge. And as you're about to see, the real cost is so much more than just your mortgage.
And this right here is absolutely critical to understand about the Indy area. Your true monthly payment, what you can actually afford, is massively impacted by where you buy. And the biggest wild card? Property taxes. A house with the same exact price tag can cost you a wildly different amount every month depending on the county.
Just look at this breakdown. It's pretty amazing. You've got Hendricks County with these lower rates, and then parts of Hamilton or Marion County that can be way higher. Think about it. On a $500,000 house, that difference can mean thousands of dollars a year. That's a huge swing in your monthly payment and how much house you can ultimately afford.
So, with rates being what they are, how are smart buyers getting creative? Well, the playbook points to 3 P strategies. You've got temporary buydowns, where you can get a lower rate for the first couple of years. Then there are assumable mortgages, a total game changer if you can find a seller with an old, ultra-low interest rate you can just take over. And finally, ARMs can be a great option if you think you might move in a few years.
All right, let's get to the fun part, the neighborhood. We've talked about the what and the how much. Now let's focus on the where. And this isn't about feelings. This is a data-driven look at the top suburbs where you should be focusing your search.
And wow, this table really tells a story, doesn't it? Of course, you see the top-tier school districts like Zionsville and Carmel commanding those higher prices. But check out Center Grove down there at number 5. We're talking over 10% appreciation in 1 year. Or look at Brownsburg at number 6, which gives you those great schools and the lower Hendricks County tax rates we were just talking about. See how it all connects?
So why is Zionsville sitting at number 1? This quote nails it. You've got this powerful combination of exciting new development pulling people in, but there's just not enough houses to go around. That classic supply and demand crunch is exactly what's making it the toughest, most competitive spot for 2026.
Okay, so this is where the rubber meets the road. Part 4, how to win your home. You found the right spot, you've got your financing lined up, but how do you actually get the keys? This is all about strategy, because Indiana has some very specific rules you have to play by. First things first, you need to get this term burned into your brain. Caveat emptor. It's a fancy Latin phrase, but what it means for you is super important. Let the buyer beware. In Indiana, the law puts the responsibilities squarely on you, the buyer, to do your homework and find any problems with a house.
So what does that mean in the real world? It means that even though sellers have to give you a disclosure form, you'll see as-is clauses everywhere. It means if there's a septic system or a well, it's on you to get it checked out. And most importantly, it means getting a really, really good home inspection isn't just a smart move, it's absolutely non-negotiable. Now, when you find that perfect place, odds are you're not going to be the only one who loves it. So here are 5 killer tactics from the playbook to make your offer stand out. Use an escalation clause to automatically outbid others. Offer appraisal gap coverage to give the seller peace of mind. And sometimes, simple things like a shorter inspection window or being flexible on the closing date can be the thing that seals the deal. And one last critical number to keep in mind. Don't forget to budget for this, 2 to 3.5%. That's the typical range for your closing costs in Indiana. These are all those hidden fees for the appraisal, the title search, and so on, and they come right on top of your down payment. All right, we have covered a ton of ground. So for our last section, let's bring it all home. Let's boil everything down into your final, memorable checklist, your playbook summary. Here it is, your 2026 Indy Playbook in 5 simple steps. 1. Understand that market tug of war. 2. Calculate your true cost, keeping a close eye on those county taxes. 3. Use data to pick your target neighborhoods. 4. Become an expert on buyer beware and do your homework. And 5. Go in with a smart, layered offer that's ready to compete.
So there you have it. You've got the 2026 playbook. You know the field, you know the rules of the game, the board is set. So the only real question left is, what's your first move?